Because we didn't come here to be weak, guys. We didn't come here to be followers. We didn't come here to fall into traps. We came here to have multiple perspectives. And what am I talking that? That's when you don't feel like life's happening to you, but it's where you're consciously creating your own perspectives in life, and you're realizing that you're the creator of your reality. You're realizing that you have the power to live and to thrive and to live life on your own terms. We live right now? We rolling? Yo, we rolling, guys. It's Benjamin, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna tell you guys a little story about like a penguin. And this penguin, he's in the Arctic, and he has to make it from like iceberg to iceberg, and like, he's looking for food and safety himself, but guess what's like also lurking in the water? Like there's also like lion seals lurking in the water that are also like preying on him, on the little penguin. And like he has to run like across the water, the ice chunks, to make it to like this one iceberg. And like the lion seal like really like gets really close to him, and they like climb up on the iceberg, and he comes down and he like opens his mouth and he's going to eat him. And then the penguin just kind of looks at him like, bro, like, what are you gonna eat me right now? And then like the lion seal just kind of slides off, and then like the penguin lives, and he lives happily ever after. And that's what I want to talk about right now. How can we, against all odds in the universe, still become triumphant in our own life path? How can you feel like a masculine man? How can you feel like a determined, fulfilled individual and live the life that you desire, the life of your dreams, and really feel fulfilled within ourselves? So we're going to go ahead and look at this right now, okay? How can we have total fulfillment right here in our life? And I'm talking about fulfillment each and every day, guys. I'm not talking about like being at the end of the road one day. Like at the end of the road, am I fulfilled entirely right now? But I'm talking about for you to be able to look at to be able to sleep well, to be able to look at your self in the mirror in the end of the day and feel fulfilled. Like, hey, like I laid it down. You know what I'm talking about? Like I actually did the work that it took for me to become the the person who's on this track right now. Not that there's not any more track to continue to drive on, but that you're confident within yourself that you got yourself to this area on the track. But the main thing is that we are all faced with challenges. You're faced with challenges, I'm faced with challenges, but it's how we approach those challenges and what kind of tools that we have to understand ourselves better so that we can continue to make the best progress and be our fully fledged selves and make the difference we came here to make in the world. So that's why I wanted to go over the 6 human needs with you so that you can begin to look at some of the patterns in your life, maybe some of the dead ends, maybe things that aren't going well, or maybe where you feel like energy slumps, and you might be able to piece together some of this so you can start to feel more fulfilled within yourself. So, for basis, the 6 human needs that we all have are the need for certainty, variety or uncertainty, significance, love and connection, or a lot of us just go for connection these days. So love can be kind of scary. Growth and contribution. Growth and contribution, these are of the soul. So these are like your soul's needs to grow and to contribute to humanity. But these are of your person, of who you are in humanity. Certainty. So let's go over those real quick, guys. Certainty is like why you, why you, eat a certain food, why you drive your car, why you sleep and get 8 hours is like you're doing something because you know it'll get you the result that you're looking for. Uncertainty is pretty much, the opposite. Why we do different things, why we watch a different movie, why we read a different book, why we go on an adventure with our friends, why we try like octopus at like a sushi house, like we want to try something different that'll bring us like an unknown. Still might have some type of certainty, or else we wouldn't maybe do it in the first place, depending on how adventurous we are with ourselves. And then we have significance right there. Guys, and this is like a lot of what we're doing on like Instagram. This is a lot of what we're doing just looking for attention. One of our needs is to feel significant, notice that we're like valuable to somebody. And like, a lot of us are just, that's one of our number one needs that we kind of put up there, being like, yo, I'm significant. Like, notice me, notice me, notice me. How many likes, how many people will retweet this, reshare this, and so on. And like, you know, it's not that it's not an important need, we all have it, but how can we tie it in to be the most fully fledged human? How can we be the most masculine man we can be on purpose? Living within our hearts and making the difference that we came here to be, living in our mission, but still with being significant, but also with contribution. So that's what that's what I go over on this channel, because I want to help you grow as a man and grow and be confident and mature in your energy. So then we have love and connection. A lot of people, afraid to be in relationships, afraid to like really commit to somebody these days, you know, afraid to just get out of the connection, you know what I mean? Afraid to start conversations with people in public. So a lot of us just go for like a brief type of connection where we don't invest much, we don't have much to lose, but that's part of like love, guys. Like we have to be willing to risk things. So the more you risk, sometimes the greater the payoff. So, because ideally, I want you to feel like a centered human being. I want you to feel like a centered man where you're confident in your actions and you're not regretting or self doubting or second guessing yourself, but you're just confident with the actions that you're taking, and so that you can progress along your path and along your mission, and that you're living in your heart and from your soul and growing and being the man that you need to be in this lifetime, because we don't want to get distracted just looking for significance when really we might need to focus on growth, contribution, love, and connection, having some more uncertainty in our days. And one of the things, guys, is like we can have too much certainty in our life. Everyone's like on specific gluten-free diets, everyone's on, vegan diets, or, all these different, I only wear this type of clothing, I only have this, because we know it brings us so much certainty. Oh, I only hang out with them, it's like all these different rules that we have for ourselves that are so certain. But where's the sense of adventure, guys? Where's the sense of growth? Where's the sense of doing something out of your comfort zone so you can continue to grow and live an adventurous life? And so maybe that's why you're feeling like your life's a bit dull. Maybe that's why you're feeling like you're missing something inside, because you're not having a much spontaneity, you're not having a much adventure, or like you don't feel as enthused or connected with your soul as much, because maybe you have shut it off, maybe not deliberately, but maybe you were afraid to express yourself and have that kind of adventure spontaneity where you feel like you were just free and living wild and just feeling good, and didn't really give a F, if someone viewed you a certain way, and then maybe you started acting a different way. You came up with different rules because something didn't go your way. I don't expect this to always be easy to take. I'm not being an asshole to you. I'm just kind of spitting the truth to you. And then maybe it's time that we reapproach, kind of tune into our lives so that we can see what we're doing. So my suggestion to you is to write down the 6 human needs: certainty, uncertainty, significance, love, and connection, and then the 2 of the soul: growth and contribution, so that we can continue to be on purpose and making those purposeful gains in our life, guys, and continue to grow and continue to serve one another and continue to step up to be the masculine men that we came here to be, to lead, to set an example for one another, to raise the bar, to, if we're living in a glass building to freaking chuck some of those rocks and break our invisible limitations that we set in motion at some point that are just no longer serving us, and it's time that we wake the heck up so that we can continue to thrive as a human race with strong and mature leaders that have the competence, confidence, continuity, and just the willingness to take a hold of the reins of life and lead this new generation so that we can flourish as a human race. If you feel this is relating to you, please go ahead and give the thumbs up button. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. If you'd like one-on-one coaching, that's what I do. I do it in a very deep and intimate and one-on-one personal way. So go ahead and look at the email in the top link or the top of the description and get into that. Drop me a message and let's get you on the path to being your best self. So let's go ahead and roll, and let's go ahead and be our best selves, guys. And as always, live with vibrance, passion, and vitality in your life. And we'll see you in the next video.